Hi, this is David. Welcome to Part 2, Topic 5 on Veronesi's Chapter 8 from the really excellent textbook, Fixed Income Securities. Just a phenomenal book, in my opinion. The associated workbook, just for this one chapter, I'll remind, there's only one chapter that's assigned in the Part 2 FRM from this excellent textbook. And the associated workbook then is T5.30.8. The 30 is because it's reading 30 in Part 2 FRM.8 because it's Chapter 8 of Veronesi's textbook. This workbook contains several worksheets. The most relevant is just a very simple illustration of a mortgage and those mechanics. And then less relevant, but still medium relevant, is the sort of the core illustration in this chapter of a pass-through mortgage-backed securities and the cash flows that are involved. That's sort of the baseline then for the more sophisticated instruments, collateralized mortgage obligations, where the cash flows are sliced with more sophistication. So there's several sheets illustrating those. However, for exam purposes, I've tagged that as low relevance because they get to be too tedious to be tested, and we just need to know the concepts really when we get beyond the base pass-through mortgage. It's quite enough in itself already. Chapter 8, then we start with summarization of the securitization process for residential mortgage-backed securities, and we'll note that residential mortgage-backed securities could be a flavor or type of the general class of asset-backed securities where the assets happen to be mortgages. And this is although we're in topic 5 here because the concern is market risk, of course, the securitization is also covered in topic 6, credit risk, where we will see that key ideas here are the pooling of similar assets or credit-sensitive assets, in this case mortgages, into an asset pool. And I'll remind that when we pool those mortgages, we should benefit from some diversification. So pooling the credit-sensitive assets, in this case mortgages, into an asset pool is sort of the first fundamental feature here of securitization because there should be diversification benefits. Quite aside from the fact that those may have been overestimated in the in the financial crisis and in some of those packaged instruments, still the case that there is diversification benefits. And then in the case of a cash securitization, there's the purchase of those assets by a special purpose vehicle or entity, which is generally bankruptcy remote. And you may recall one of the points there, one of the motivations may be to remove those assets from balance sheets into a special purpose vehicle. There are some additional parties that are necessary to the servicing, to the design, installation, and servicing of the special purpose vehicle. But then the other element here, after diversification, the other key aspect here is the transfer of credit risk to investors who certainly expect to be compensated for that. So they're going to purchase these mortgage-backed securities. What are they assuming? They're assuming the transferred credit risk. What are they getting in return? They should get extra yield for that.